Hello. Do you ever get overwhelmed? I find a lot of people getting overwhelmed, especially business leaders and CEOs, because there's just so many pieces of the puzzle, and you not only have tons of pieces in business that you've got to juggle and figure out, there's also life in general. And so a lot of people can get really stuck and demotivated when they become overwhelmed. And it's actually easier than you think. It's pretty easy, actually. I just started getting overwhelmed just by doing a project that I'm doing because I have it's Monday, right? You're starting out a new week, and there's all of these things you've got to do. And guess what? All overwhelmment is being way too big picture. Your mind is taking out these really big chunks of information, and it's just way too big of chunks and pieces. So you've got to actually break them down and get more specific. So for some people, it's making a list. It's as simple as making a list and then knocking the list out as quickly as possible, starting with the smallest things first, and then getting those small things done and working your way to the bigger things. When you have things on your list that seem just like a lot, you need to break those bigger things down even more, because the more you can break things down and you can kind of put it, whether you create a map for yourself or a list, it makes it a lot easier to handle, and you can knock things out so that you can eliminate the overwhelmment. So one way you can do it is ask, what specifically about this am I overwhelmed? So I have 3 things. One is I've got to find a new graphic designer right now. And then I've got an event that I'm wanting to do in September. And then I'm also leaving July 24th to Vegas for a training. And I also have a thing that I'm working on under my belt. I don't want to reveal yet because I'll reveal it when it's the right time. So I've got 4 big major things that I'm working on. And then if I can break those 4 things up into specific things in each one of those categories, then the funny thing is it's probably only 2 or 3 things. So a lot of people get so overwhelmed by so many things because they generalize this big picture of so many things, but when you break it down, it's probably only 2 or 3 things. So if you can break it down, try this out. Write it down on paper or on your phone or something. Try this out and get more specific. Just ask, what specifically are you overwhelmed about? And then within each of those categories, be more specific. And then you'll find that it's pretty easy to knock out overwhelmment and eliminate it. So let me know what kind of results you get from applying this. And give me some feedback. Drop it in the comments of how this helped you. And anything else that you would like to hear from me. We will see you around. Have a great evening.